Hey, what's up, rock stars? It's Rox coming to you today with another Insecure review. This one will be for Insecure Season 4, Episode 10, which is also the season finale, Lowkey Lost. So let's get to it, shall we? All right, you guys, so the show opens with Issa. She's at the farmer's market. She's shopping, and Lawrence is there. He tells her that he got the job in San Francisco. She was like, all right, Windy City, here we come. He was like, no, Windy City is Chicago. She was like, no, it's San Francisco, trust me, okay? But anyway, he's going there. He's excited. He's going to have a team. He's going to have a corner office. He's got relocation, money coming. He gets an assistant, so he's about to do this. He's excited. And she's excited for him too. All right, big baller, you about to do the thug thizzle, okay? He was like, so, kind of, what does this mean for us? Is the long distance thing is something that you could do? And she was just like, yeah, I think I could still do that, and she'll come up and visit. It's only 7 hours away, just a 45-minute flight, and who knows, maybe even she might even think about moving that way. Issa says she just wants to cut the bullshit. She wants to make herself happy. And, she's happy with Lawrence. Lawrence is happy with her. So, yeah, it looks like it's going to be full steam ahead, you guys. They want this relationship to work. Now we see Molly and Andrew together. And I was actually kind of shocked considering Andrew was still mad at her for not going out with the brother. But anyway, they're together. Looks like they're at like some sort of mixer or like happy hour thing after hours with work. And, while he's there, he points out, oh boy, that, Molly always has the problem with. He's easy to spot. But anyway, another one of the workers one of the lawyers come up and invites them to the next spot. Once this is over, they're all going to some other bar. And, Andrew looks like he doesn't really want to go, but Molly wants to go. So she says, if I tell the DJ to play some of your music, maybe you'll go then. And he says, okay, fine. Okay. He's always doing what Molly wants. Now back to Issa. We see Issa. She goes to Nate's barber shop. He introduces her to everybody. Nobody cares that Issa's there. Anyway, he takes her to the back room because this is the place that he thinks is going to be a good spot for Issa's next event. And she's like, yeah, this is perfect. And he's like, yeah, his plan, he's going to hire people, that haven't been able to find jobs in the community or whatever, fix it up. They'll have vendors there, yada, yada, yada. And she was just like, yeah, this is perfect. He apologizes to her for coming at her the way that he did when she told him that, she and Lawrence were trying to work it out. And she reiterates, like, you and I are going to be friends. Me and Lawrence are going to be together, and if that's going to be too much, and he said it's not going to be too much, trust me, he's fine. He's willing to just be a friend. I said, I'm telling you. When they stick around in the background like that, honey, they hovering. They just waiting for their chance, okay? I mean, I trust Nathan enough that he won't try something with her, but give him a little bit of opening, honey, just a little bit of opening. He gonna take it. So, but for now, he's good. They just friends. Now, back to Molly. Molly and Andrew get home from their night out, and he's just looking forward to sitting down and looking for LaToya. And, Molly is tired. She just wants to go to bed, lay down. And he was like, okay, well, I won't give you any spoilers, because he fixing to watch TV. And she was just like, no, you can't watch without me. He was just like, yeah, of course, everything is on Molly's schedule. And she was like, what is that supposed to mean? He was just like, I'm always bending over backwards doing everything that you want to do. What about what I want to do? She's like, when do you bend over backwards? He was like, I mean, you wouldn't even go out with my brother. Like, I already told you that I wanted you to do that. You couldn't even do that for me. But here I am running all over, going to bars and mixers and shit with you. Never anything what I want to do. So they're about to get into this heated discussion on Molly being so selfish, but then her phone rings and she was just like, what? It's Kelly. Okay. And next thing we see, Molly and Issa and Kelly are over at Derek's house. Derek cannot find Tiffany. And this is when the show goes off into this other. One of the things that I have, like, this has been a good season. It started off, I wasn't really sure, but I actually think this season was better than last season for sure. It feels more like it has a direction. But one thing about it that I can say is the pacing is odd because we've been seeing small little things with Tiffany. We knew something was going on there. But we've been seeing that all 3 seasons. So it's not like, they hadn't not addressed Tiffany's issues then, but all of a sudden it's just like we done gave her this whole focus, this whole episode basically to Tiffany. And I don't know if we would really wanted to have 20 minutes of Tiffany. I mean, I know I didn't. She's disappeared. Derek's frantic. Everybody is worried. They don't know where she is. Kelly's there, and she said that she dreamt of catfish last night. You know what that means? What does it mean, Kelly? Nobody knows what when you dream of catfish mean. Anyways, they figure out where she was the night before. So they are going to, at the beginning of the evening. So they rush over to there to see if they can kind of search for some clues. So Derek and the girls, they go there. When they get there, Derek is going to go off to ask somebody this, and Kelly going to go in this direction. It's just Molly and Issa there. First, I thought maybe they were going to try to have a conversation there, but I was like, this is not the time. Let's just try to find Tiffany. So they decide to split up, and that's easier for Issa. She don't really want to talk to Molly, and I guess it's awkward for Molly as well. Okay, when they all come back together, they don't really have nothing, but then Kelly notices that there's a bar there, and then they talk to the bartender. They find out that she's had some drinks, and then after she's had the drinks, and when they figure out that she got on the lift, they figure the amount of the lift. They kind of, Issa knows exactly where she probably went from there. So they rush off to that next location, some Mexican food restaurant or something like that. So they rush over there, and the people are saying that they didn't know where she was. They want to look at a surveillance. They were like, yeah, we don't really do that. But Kelly, of course, uses her her force to, you guys gonna let us see this surveillance camera today. So they go in the back, they look at the surveillance camera, they finally see Tiffany. They see her look like she's purchasing something and walking out the door, and that's around 10 o'clock. Derek says, well, he talked to her the last time he talked to her was at 10:15. She was getting on a bus. So then they all get on a bus. Okay, I guess they're just trying to follow her footsteps, and Derek is feeling real bad. Like, I knew she was having a hard time, with the baby, but I didn't know it was this serious. He's feeling guilty, and Issa's telling him like how he's such a good father and a husband, and this is not his fault, and don't beat yourself up. It's just been hard for Tiffany, but none of us are perfect. We just trying to all do the best that we can with the life that we were given. Okay, so that was very nice of Issa. But while Kelly is on the phone, she finds out that it looks like that she probably got off the bus and was at the Sheraton. So right as they're on the bus and they passing by the Sheraton, they're like, oh, damn, we need to get off here. But the bus driver's like, no, you can't get off here. It's not a bus stop. Of course, Kelly is like, I don't give a damn what you saying. She pushed the emergency exit and they all get off. With a bus driver, he's salty. So he calls the police, and the police comes, and it's this big confrontation on the street. We about to have some sort of racial conflict, it looks like. And the police finally like, fuck this. We ain't got time to be getting caught up in no racial, mess just because these people got off this bus. So everybody just go home. So they rush into Sheraton. They find out the room that Tiffany is in. Derek goes up to the door. She opens the door, and she's just like, I didn't know what else to do. I'm sorry. And she just says she's sorry, and he just hugs her. And at least, okay, we got that crisis averted. We've gotten it taken care of. Tiffany is safe with her husband, and I guess we'll get to the rest of their drama next season. Let's get on back to the rest. So the next day, Molly goes by Andrew's house. She wants to continue their conversation. Everybody is a little less heated now, so maybe they can get somewhere with this conversation. Andrew just kind of looks at her. The way he looked at her, I was like, girl, it's fixing to happen. You fixing to lose your man, girl. You fixing to lose your man. So he was just like, you ever just get the feeling that maybe we just not good for each other, and she was just like, no, this is going to work. I'll do whatever we need to. We can go to counseling and da. He was just like, Molly, we're not even on the same page. Like, I don't even think that we're compatible. The whole time that she's trying to convince him that they are, he's just like, but what are you fighting for right now? Her thing is like, it's just relationships are hard. But he was like, it shouldn't be this hard. Okay, we shouldn't have to work this hard to just get along. Is this even what you want? And Molly, because she can't even really say, I almost feel like Molly has probably gripped onto Andrew a little bit more because of her relationship with Issa has fallen apart. But when he asked her, it's like, is this even what you want? She can't even answer him. All she is just has her face full of tears, Yeah, Molly, you're going to need to keep going to that therapist, child. Then we get over to Issa's house. Lawrence comes by and, Issa's exhausted from the night before and all the things that they had to go through with Tiffany and Derek and all. And so she's just grateful that he's there. And then she kind of sees the look on his face and she was just like, what's the problem? And he says, Condola came by, we talked. And I was just like, and insert, this will be the time when all the rock stars can tell me that you guys told me so. And we find out from Lawrence that Condola is pregnant. I can't even tell you how annoyed I was. First of all, I'm annoyed because of the obvious reasons. Lawrence and Issa are finally getting back on track and, they're being adults about it and things are good. And here he come telling us that the child is pregnant. She's looking at him like she's pregnant. She's like, when did this happen? He was like, before you and I got together. Then I'm thinking of the comments that you guys left. Somebody was like, y'all know Lawrence liked to raw dog. He probably got that girl pregnant and all this. All of this, I'm thinking in my mind, like, how predictable. One of the things that I liked about this show and why I'm annoyed right now is because it feels like it's the easy way out. Okay. I mean, we could have came up with some other conflict other than Condola being pregnant, and of course it has reminded us of girlfriends. The show has reminded us of girlfriends in certain ways. And now, of course, this course of storyline is reminding us of the game with Derwin and Melanie, and who knows who can feel like going through that shit with them. When Issa asks him, is she keeping it? He says yes. Okay, or at least we see the conversation that he had with Condola. She says yes. And she says, I know I wasn't ready before, but I'm ready now. And you don't have to do anything. You can be as involved not involved as you want to be, which is bullshit. Okay, but fine. Even if she did mean that, what man is going to I know it happens a lot, but you would hope that the man that's going to be the father of the child is not just going to be like, well, fuck it, I'm still going to go off to San Francisco. I'm still going to be with my girlfriend over here. I'm still leaving and all this. And you got a baby coming and, it changes everything. We don't know if he leaving, going to San Francisco, whatever. He tells Issa he still wants to be with her, but Issa was just like, this is just too much. And it is. Nobody wants to start on embarking on a new relationship or trying to mend the one that was already fucked up with a new baby. And I think we can almost deal with everything else that might come our way. Infidelity, you done did all kind of shit. Okay. But when a baby, a human being that's going to be tying you to this woman for 18 plus years, that's just some drama that I know I wouldn't want to sign up for. And as much as it hurts my heart for me to sit there with Issa and Lawrence in this situation, honey, forget it. Just cut it. Just cut it. Just cut it. I don't even think you would want to be with a man that decides that he doesn't want to take care of his child. Okay? So we already know that Lawrence is going to choose to try to be around so that he can help Condola. And that's going to mean that he's got to spend more time with her. And there may even be some feelings that might come back. It might confuse the issue. You might just need to let this shit go. At some point, Lawrence is going to disappoint Issa. Issa already got Nathan floating around in the background. Okay. Just waiting on that little teeny tiny opening, like I told you. She gonna end up fucking around on Lawrence with Nathan, and it's just gonna be a mess. So really, as much as I wanted Lawrence and Issa to be together, girl, Nathan ain't that bad. Fuck. He's very fine, easy on the eyes and everything. Nathan comes with his own set of problems and baggage, but he ain't got no damn baby. That's a lot. A lot on a relationship. A lot. So I was so fucking pissed. I was just like, do you guys want us to hate Molly and Lawrence? Even though this is not really Lawrence's fault, but it is. Who else do we have to blame? It's his fucking baby. So we gotta blame Lawrence. But I just feel like you guys, the writers just want us to be so pissed at them. And I was just like, oh, so disgusted. Child, I was so disgusted. I just was like, really? You guys are really taking this route. Now we got to deal with baby mama drama next season. Oh my God, I was so over it. Just so over it. And Issa's over it too. So I guess when Lawrence leaves, she goes out on her balcony. She lights a joint. She got to smoke it. She got to clear her mind. I said, girl, do whatever you got to do. And then drop that nigga. And then after that, you guys, the show closes out with Molly sitting in their favorite Ethiopian restaurant and Issa coming inside. You know, Molly looks up at her. She looked like she been crying. Issa looked like she been crying. You know, Molly was like, thanks for coming. And Issa says, you know, thanks for calling me. So she sits down across from her, and you look like at least these two are going to be able to try to fix their relationship. You guys, but I'm so hurt about Lawrence. Child, I'm so hurt about Lawrence, but Condola's about to be a pain in the fucking pussy, and ain't nobody got time for that. Go be with your woman that you gonna have this baby with, and you know what? Maybe when the child is about 4 or 5, and maybe Condola got her a new man and all of that, and you know, then I can maybe readdress, and maybe we could try to figure something out then. But a brand new baby, a brand new relationship, a brand new job, a brand new city, a brand new bitch that's gonna say that she your baby mama, like, ain't nobody got time. Nobody got time. Oh, I was so frustrated. I was just like, season 5, I'm glad we got a year to regroup. All right, you guys, that is it. Let me pull my car back in the garage. Okay. It's wiped off, y'all. Looking real clean again. But you ain't gonna get me. I ain't spent all that money for my car to get rained on. Anyway, you guys, make sure that you rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm itsrox. The channel is for itsrox. Everything else I do will be in the bottom bar. All right. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and I plan on doing the same. Till next time, rock stars. Bye.